Doing, guys? If you're here, I'm a little bit behind. I'm a bit late. We're running late. We're running real late. I'm sorry to say that. I need to check a few things while we get up and running here. For just a minute, we're gonna be playing this game. I got to how are we doing on the video? That's a good question. And if you're popping in, say hi. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Okay, that looks nice. And what's my real-time numbers looking like? I just want to know that. That's acceptable, I guess. I'd like to see those be higher. It's tough. I don't know if I had the right thumbnail or not. We'll see. I think I did. Alright, I need to put a thing on my phone from Photoshop. Wait, there it is. Wait a second. Where's A? Yes. LB. Are you telling me I didn't save an A? I did too. Yeah, it's a tough one. I have to go 5x7 here. But there. Can't see the chat. I should take a look. Oh, hello. I see the chat. Sorry about the boring part here. I just realized I have to do a thumbnail thing, and I'm not. You know what? Forget it. We'll do that later. We'll just do that later. It'll be fine. I should shout out the proof episode though, because that was pretty cool. But maybe one thing at a time. No, let's just put it out. I'll hit the live button. We'll do one of those. And then I'll do tweet out. Also, if you guys haven't seen the episode of Proof yet, by the way, happy Friday, that I'm in when I do not have... That's not great sounding, Dr. Doom. Don't say that. If you haven't seen that episode of Proof yet that I was in, you should totally check that out. I mean, I know it's 20 minutes long, so maybe you haven't had a minute yet to watch it. But it would be great for me if more people watched it. It'd be great for everybody. That's weird. I gotta go into my mail real quick. Oh my god, guys, I'm totally half cocked here. I apologize. I am a mess. I could. Oops. Fixing now. Sorry about that. That's really weird. Okay. Thank you for subscribing. Shoop de whoop whoop whoop. No, but thank you for subscribing, Kathy Cow. I just realized I was just told that there's something wrong with my links, and I gotta fix that right now. So please bear with me. This is critical stuff, man. I get in trouble if I don't get this stuff right. I don't want to get in trouble here. Yeah, it's really weird. I wonder how that got messed up. And then edit the video. Are you a ham radioer? Okay. It's pretty sweet, berry toast. Awesome. That's really cool. I should check that out. Is the mic muted? Okay. Give me 1 second here. It's going to take me 1 second. Microphone. I'm on the microphone now. Now you can hear it. For many, this can be overwhelming. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. Keyboard up. We're going to need to get this thing into full screen mode because I don't like that. Also, I got to turn the volume down because it's a little blasting in my ears. Let me know if it's too loud for you guys. Scan lines? I'm thinking no, right? Thank you for playing for Va-11 Hall A. This game is best played getting comfortable. Grab some drinks, some snacks, and enjoy. Sit back and relax. We hope you have a good time. I'm on the sort of mend. I'm definitely feeling a lot better than I have been. Thank you for asking. Can't get the mic where I want it, but that'll work. And I'm still not phenomenal. Anna says, "Psst, who is Anna? Hey, over here. Whoa! Is she the chick on the computer screen? How's that for an entrance? I don't even understand what I just saw. Oh, I should move the, sorry guys, I can't see the chat window because I'm stupid. Like I'm losing my mind here. So many damn things going on. Hey, look at there's 120 of you in here. Holy heck. Welcome aboard. People, excuse me guys, I'm being asked to do something. It is not really super negotiable. We're just gonna have to do it, and it's gonna take me a second. And I'm sorry. I am sorry. Stand by, y'all. Stupid, annoying stuff. No, no. Ah, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm sorry, guys. You have no idea what I'm doing. I have to update a link. I've been asked to change a link to something, and it's slowing me down, so I'm sorry. But, you know, these are some sick jams, so we can just chill to this. This is probably... It's impressive. I've had some pretty bad streams. So far, this one is just a wreck. Alright. Alright. So. Okay, we're good. Okay, back to this. Back to that. I have that over here. Whatever's going on over there, I don't know. Have that over here. I can see that. I can see that. I have so many things I have to like monitor at once when I'm doing this. Okay. Where did I find what? This game? People in my YouTube kept telling me I gotta play it and make drinks from it, so. Anna is glitching out and has 3 dots. Thank you, DOS. Come on, Joe. Look sharp. Game's starting and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit, my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I have no idea what the brighter side of things is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. See ya! I don't know what that sound is. Exclamation point. Thank you, Brick. Oh. Just a dream. There's something near the door. The incorrect name has been acknowledged. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Chapter 1, Primeira. I thought it was Sophia. Am I crazy? I must be crazy. Where did I get that from? It don't matter. I mean, it matters. But it's in the past. It's just a large glass of non-alcoholic vodka. Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least $800 by then. Make sure to save your data by using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. Welcome, Jill, Boss, and me. Mass immigration continues. Mass immigration continues. Emigration continues as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments, with inflation rates rising amongst the highest in the world. Constant shortages of basic groceries and rampant violent crime glitch city's citizens look for a better life in other countries. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learn in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during a talk with the Augmented Eye, but they apply what they learn somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. This comes after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. Hey, Quasitum. Wonderlanders are the newest threat. Wonderlanders are the newest threat to your security by Kimberly Lavalette. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. They've yet to make an impact as big as Alice Rabbit, but they seem to be aiming very high with the recent threats issued against the Prime Minister Quincy. We hold full access to Quincy's email network, and we'll release the whole database this January, this group declared during a stream. Shallow threats. When questioned, Prime Minister Quincy dismissed all the group's threats by stating he's not hiding anything and is not afraid of a possible leak of his email history. Maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I bought last month. Wild parties. The people behind the Wonderlanders seem to enjoy dressing in all kinds of rabbit costumes during the stream, from Anthro to Bunny Girl. The purpose was to show a love and respect they have for Alice Rabbit and their role in today's politics. We want to follow their example while having some fun. We're not sure if this will go anywhere, but we'll be here to tell you if it does. Coffee Talk is a game? Cyborg and Heels returns this year. Cyborg and Heels returns next year to Super Silverdome. Super Silver Thunderdome. The popular show Cyborg and Heels returns to the Dome this March, with tickets going on sale in January. Cyborg and Heels is a massive stage show about a cyborg fighting terrorism while wearing heels. Director Quentin Hayton explained Cyborg and Heels' special appeal during an exclusive interview with The Augmented Eye. What's not to love about it? It's a cyborg wearing heels, cutting stuff. That's literally something we've never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Check out the full interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at The Augmented Eye. Four. His acting is unnatural. Jill. Who's four? The cat? I don't think he cares about the rules of nature anyways. I don't know what to do over here. Can I click that? A slut shirt. It's your favorite game of all time? Holy shit, man. I can add apps, I guess, in theory. Alright, let's go to work, whatever. We watch, we protect. I'd buy that for $1! Hassy Zero. Jill says, oh, that's me. So that's me, I'm Jill. That's weird, but okay. Good evening. Hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit that you have a John face, Gil? When you let people call you Jules. Quiet. You okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Dunno. She went to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? He said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay for rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... There's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. And there are all the beer cans around my apartment, and... Jill. Sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. If you can make a Piano Man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second here, okay? Let's start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book that'll show up at the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Thanks, Takeshi. Drag the desired. It is a lot of work, yes. I have never done voice work. Now, I mean, I tried to. I haven't tried that seriously. I'd love to do it. It seems like a lot of fun. I'm doing it right now. This is my voice work career. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from their cells to the right, to the shaker in the center. Gil. When done, press the mix button and press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button or the drink itself to serve it, and that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset at any time, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. 2 Adelhyde, 3 Bronson Extract, 5 Powder Deltas, and 5 Flanner Guys, and 3 Carmotrines. Fail? What happened? So I did diddle around with this the other day, and I thought that if I found that I was over shaking everything. Oh, the ice. Okay, got it. Now I see. Yeah. QWERTY. Correlate. Q is Adelhyde, Bronson extra. You know, it just goes across there. A is ice. S is L. Age, which is weird. I don't know how you do that, but whatever. Here, happy.
Yes, Harry, I stand corrected. Now let's get to working. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make drinks big by doubling the amounts of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Oh, and if a recipe says it uses optional karmatrine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional karmatrine doesn't count towards making a drink big, of course. Karmatrine is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you added too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that.
Are you done with this exposition?
Now I am. Yeah.
Hey guys! Oh, but... who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping.
Why bring her here?
Well, it was either that or leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. She's gonna make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There are two of you. Believe in yourselves.
Do you think the chief knocked her out?
Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be cowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. I'm not a professional actor, no. I did improv. I don't know where I got Sophia from. I don't know where. I don't know where. I don't know. Hi, Celise. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked.
Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be sleeping soundly, not comatose.
Yeah.
Okay then, time to start the night.
Yeah, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. I think it's not Jillian, it's Gillian. It's a guy, right? That's why she calls him John. He does have a beard.
Come again?
While you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what, I've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. Lots of them.
You're joking.
Gil, you've known me for how long now? Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that?
Well...
So, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun.
Just that? Fine. I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff?
Here.
You brought that from home, didn't you?
That I did.
Fine.
With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. I wonder what the logic was behind that decision. Does it matter, like, what songs I play? Is that a game mechanic, or... The sequel's on its way.
time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, you! Give me a beer!
Oh, sure. Right on it. He wants a beer. He looks like quite the big guy, though. How to make beer. Apparently beer is 1 Adelaide, 2 Bronson, 1 Powder Delta, and 2 Flannerguide and 4 Carmetrine. And I'm cheating. I know... I've read a little teeny bit about it. I didn't want to spoil the game, but I couldn't help the fact that I know I'm supposed to make this guy doubles. So, let's do that. And where is it? Doesn't say anything about... Oh, all mixed. Okay, so hit it with the ice. Is there a mix button? Probably. Okay, cool. Spacebar. What? What am I doing wrong? It says it's all mixed. I guess it would be all mixed on the rocks. Got it. Okay. There you go. Here you go.
Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good, in fact. Nice job.
Thanks, I guess.
You're lucky. I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes. Like New Jersey the 3rd.
Huh. What kind of work do you do, mister?
You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye.
Hang on a second, guys. I gotta look at something. I'm being advised of an issue. Possibly we may have to switch the thumbnail on my Vigia of today, that we're not getting a great click-through rate. You guys are seeing, not really seeing behind the scenes, but you're hearing behind the scenes. I don't have, this computer is not hooked up to feed into the stream box, unfortunately, so. Let's see what's going on here. Holy shit, yeah, we gotta switch the thumb. This is a goddamn disaster. Freaking hell. Try that. Alright. You know what we gotta do? I gotta do this, unfortunately. Let's see here. Sorry for the brief aside here, guys. Yeah, it's a reporting glitch. Oh. All right. Okay, sorry. Still a disaster here. Alright, guys, back to the game.
Hey, people love those articles.
Hype train incoming!
People love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wild card hacky working for their own goals and nobody else's. That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks. From all kinds of people. Clicks bring money and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids.
You got modded, and I'm sorry about that. I'm not good at bots. That didn't look offensive. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, just that you write about the same thing every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculation or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running to at least one article about Alice Rabbit.
Well, first of all, I don't write about it. My interns do. The poor bastards think it'll help them with their make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker. But not all the daily stories are murders and other horrors.
Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter.
Hey!
I have enough pressure and problems as it is. I don't need to add to Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list.
You're smarter than you look, kid. But if more people like you, I'd go bankrupt from lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier.
How so?
People get people get bored of certain kinds of news after seeing it repeatedly.
1 second. Now we're going to switch the thumbnail back because it turns out we were overreacting and it was a reporting error in real-time analytics that was making it look like this video was tanking, not actually poor click-through rate, as we do here in YouTube land. Swapping thumbnails back and forth. Don't tell me the network is freaking crapping out on me again. Oh no, it's okay. Good. Whew. Alright.
When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Death's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easier to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories to see them.
Where's the man's nose? It's right there. It's a nose. It looks good to me.
That brings money, and like I said, money's good.
Huh. I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too?
Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about it is that they know half our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass.
I think you're being too harsh. What about... No, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying.
See? The kid on the restaurant critique column, shit, I forgot the brat's name.
Restaurant. I believe that's...
That kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half of the places he visits.
How so?
He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that.
I do remember some guy coming in here asking for free drinks saying he was a critic for whatever.
Did he look like a fat child with a really small face?
No.
Was it this one then? Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please.
Coming right up. By name, I need a beer.
Hey,
Here.
it's the big things that make life worthwhile.
What about big troubles?
Did I stutter, kid?
Right.
So tell me, did you see many celebrities in this hellhole?
Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole.
If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Who was that?
Nobody important.
Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I've insulted the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole, if you like.
Charming.
So, celebrities?
Not really. At least not that I know of. Why?
Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but you don't seem to be losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, Eddie. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks pretend to love, but actually want to see fall from grace.
Pretend to love, fall from grace.
Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want to see is their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer to get their comeuppance for daring to be too much more successful than them.
Yeah, I think gossip is just something everybody enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying.
You thought wrong. But even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's.
Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still.
Oh please, as a bartender I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always love to hear stuff. Just like hairdressers. This sounds hypocritical coming from you.
Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public.
But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. Oh, that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level.
Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help. Sensationalizing everything, it feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place.
You like your big words, eh, Brett? Well, two can play that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right?
No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest.
Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career.
Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why?
Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well.
It'd be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts.
We could have you ghostwriting. Have our staff do that.
They do?
You don't really think Lena Smithy is just one person, do you?
Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess.
Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you.
Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan?
Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan.
Did I say something wrong?
Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan.
Is it really that special?
At work, everybody calls me Mr. Dawson, or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold.
It is?
Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general, but Mr. Donovan, that's more like it. They're referring to me, the man in front of them, not my family, not my position as boss to me.
Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan?
Oh, gods no. But I want them to fear me, not because I'm their boss or the name appearing in their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make everyone call me that. Oh, yeah, you were asking something. What was it?
Drink. Another one. Do you?
Ah, yes. You know what? Third time's the charm. Give me a beer.
All right. One beer. Thank you for the hype training.
Here's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers.
Enjoy.
Say, kid, this is part of investors.
He didn't call it a hellhole. There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place, but aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there's no local investors. Why?
Just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company.
Well, that's...
I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no! They have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else?
You still have to answer to unions, the government, those kinds of organizations, don't you?
Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make somebody else do it and I call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always one guy or gal that says, "Hey, why don't you do what that other newspaper does?" Recently, they told me that they need more clicks. More clicks! I make sure it keeps them spicy while keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks. I'll give them more clicks. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and they don't reject ideas. They'll know what the hell Donovan D. Dawson is.
Should I be worried? Nah. At least he paid before storming off. Wonder what happened with Sven, though. We never heard from him again.
Jill.
Yes?
What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs.
Crafty dogs, I tell you. You'd think their short legs would hinder them.
The ceiling stinks. The toilets, the vents.
Shh, you'll wake up Briar Rose over there.
I won't forget this.
Yeah. Oh, a client. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I...
Big gut punch. Big gut punch. Fast.
Alright. I'm gonna give him a gut punch, alright. A gut punch is 5 Bronson extract, 1 Flanagan, and optional Camo tree. Bronson extract is this. Oops. Oh, because I filled it up, right. So I gotta do... aged. Mixed. Here. You can actually do it then. This crack house is a bar? Hey guys, I gotta take a quick bathroom break, but I'm gonna be right back directly. Sorry. I did not drown in the toilet, you asshole. You know what happened? I went upstairs and I realized my wife had some leftover Thai food in the kitchen that I wanted to eat really fast because I'm starving. So I'm back, and I'm sorry about the delay. Back to the game. Was that gone that long? It seemed really quick. Maybe like 5 minutes? Maybe it was longer than that. I'm sorry if it was. Well, I'm glad you guys stuck around. Hellhole, Crack House. It smells like dog urine and soap. How the hell do you expect someone to feel comfortable in here? I'm surprised you decided to come to our little crack house at all, mister. What the hell do you care? Payment registry says... Sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram McDougal. Ingram. Sorry about the smell. We're working on fixing it. There was an incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday! Please, let me know what I can do to make your experience more pleasant regardless. If I pay you, will you come with me to a motel for a couple of hours? No. Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. May I ask why you decided to come to our bar then? Somebody recommended this place, and I absolutely have no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all. I'm starting to doubt her tastes. A regular? Can I ask who? No. I'll concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Hey, Jill. Where did you put the dish soap? Gills run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, a customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. I find that most of your like Aperol. I mean, I don't know. As far as I can tell, Aperol. I don't. Is it Aperol or Aperol? Most of those things seem to stay pretty shelf stable. Some of them, you know, after a very long period of time, but. Valley Girl Dana is cursed. What do you guys? What should Dana be? I have a limited pool of voices to use here. Feeling good. Sounds cool. I should check out Coffee Talk. So, any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No, nothing. That's an interesting change of heart. I can't afford to slander this place knowing she's here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I know who she is. Dana Zane, the Red Comet. The woman who fended off mall rioters all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one? That's an achievement and title I've never heard of before. I know Boss did quite a few things before opening his bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple of stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. You've had an interesting change of attitude. I saw that woman take out armed rioters with her bare hands. Once you see something like that, it's hard not to keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax, though. I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. One involved Class 5 weaponry, the other was a pickup artist, and the latest had an alpaca. An alpaca? Not really an alpaca, but there's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk and she started screaming she was an alpaca. She started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything else? Give me a pile driver, please. Please. There's a word I haven't heard today. Coming right up. Just mixed, not mixed on the ice. Here. It's fine, I guess. Hey, lady, have you ever faked an orgasm? I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. I asked if you've ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not going to answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere of people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time. Lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for that moment, the lie can give meaning to you. I say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Does that mean you've really faked orgasms? Because you look like you have a lot of experience. Still, that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? Not really. I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. Hey, I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you're drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. Let's give him a fringe weaver. 1 and 9, so there's no room for anything else. Right? I think that's correct. Harmotrine. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Aged. What is good, Piparita? Try not to drink it too fast. That's up to me. Hey, lady, have you ever felt empty? Empty how? Like hungry? Nah, I mean like empty like there's a part of you missing. Can't say I particularly have. I just feel that there's a part of myself that lacks something. An urge to get up or do something that I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? Might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Where does it... Oh, it tracks how much money I've made there. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising. Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative. Which is... bitches and alcohol. I tried sex tourism once. It was like a bloody Russian roulette of STDs, and I left midway through. I once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and way cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day for 3 years in a row now. Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't fuck puppies. At least you shouldn't. I'm drawing a blank then. Can't think of anything that might help. I wasn't expecting you to help me, or to believe me. Eh? I could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. The smell is killing me. Please, come again. Don't count on it. Good. Phew. Boss, I'm gonna take my break. Alright. What do I do? It is now safe to keep playing. I like that it's copyright in 2069. At least I didn't get locked up this time. Oh god, we gotta do this again. How do I... Whatever. Okay then, back in action. Good evening. Good eve. Would you mind taking your helmet off? Oh, sorry, it's just comfortable. I usually forget I have it on. Is this better? Yeah, thank you. What can I get you, miss? Master spell is just say P. Asagiri of the 765th Division Valkyrie Corps at your service. Wait, that's too long. Just call me Say. Well, it looked like a fucking robot, Voxel. Fly by the seat of my pants here. What can I get for you? What can I get for you, say? Let's see. I'm in the mood for sweet drink, but not sweet as in cool. Although a cool drink would be nice too. Not cool as in great, and especially not as in big. More so since I have to get up early tomorrow and I can't afford a hangover. I'm sorry, did you get that? A sweet drink, preferably a cold one. That's not too big, right? Yeah, that's it. I can do that. Give me a second. Here. I expected something with ice, but this is good enough. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Jill. We don't get many white knights as clients. I can only remember one other, in fact. You said you're from the Valkyrie Corps, right? You guys deal with riots and such, right? Riots? Oh, no. You're thinking of the Blitzkrieg Corps? The ones with huge plated suits, right? Yeah, those. No, we're different people. I mean, obviously we're different people, but we don't deal with riots or anything. In fact, you could say we deal with their aftermath. How so? To rescue, heal, and protect, we are the angels who soothe the suffering enemy attack. We are the light of hope in the darkest of times, the ones who assist the victims of crime. We watch, we protect. What was that? Sorry, it's sort of our Pledge of Allegiance. We recite it every morning. What it means is that our duties mostly include rescuing civilians, healing the injured, and protecting them from stuff. What kind of stuff? Burglars, rapists, car crashes, anything that might happen on our watch. You mentioned heal. Are you a doctor then? Nah. I know many doctors, but I'm not one. I'm more of a paramedic. I treat people so they can arrive safely at a doctor. I'm also kind of like a firefighter in that sometimes I rescue people from places. Damn, that must be a tough job. Sort of, but it's also really rewarding. I mean, I've yet to meet somebody that isn't glad to see me when I arrive. You must have seen some shocking sights. Yeah, this one time I was saving some people from the top of a collapsing building. I looked down and was blown away by how pretty the city was. It was like a starry sky on Earth. Oh, and there was this one time we were cleaning up the aftermath of a car crash. Water was pouring out of a hydrant. With the lights and scattered pieces of glass, it was almost dreamlike. That's not what I meant by shocking sights. No? But those are sights, and they're shocking, right? Yeah, but never mind. Wait, did I mishear you and actually mishear and you actually meant sighs? I mean, sure. I've suffered the deepest, longest, most frustrated sighs from people after everything's said and done, but don't worry, you didn't mishear. I guess I was just expecting a different kind of answer. What kind of an answer? Don't worry too much about it. You finish your drink, can I get you anything else? Something classy, a classy drink. Can you be more specific? Don't make it too big. Does that work? Sorry, I don't come to bars very often. My drinks usually come in a can. No problem. Don't worry. Classy drink, right? Let's see what I can find. That looks pretty big. Well, let's go with the Cobalt Velvet. Here you are. Yep, this looks like something Stella would drink. Who? She's my dearest friend. Not that I don't have others, but she's the one I've known the longest. She likes these kinds of drinks, so I wanted to see what's so special about them. And what do you think? I was expecting something stronger. I like it quite a bit. Say, Miss Bartender, what's your name? Hmm? You know, my name. Now I want to know yours. Oh, sure, just call me Jill. Jill, Jill. Jill is short for Jillian. No, that's not right. Jillian, Julianne? No, do not call me Julianne, please. Sorry about that. No, please excuse me, I didn't want to anger you. But why don't you like being called by your full name? It's a stupid reason. Don't dwell too much on that. Oh, okay. I still feel bad about angering you, though. Why? Because you look like a nice girl, Jill, and I don't like angering nice people. If it helps somehow, I really like this place. That actually helps. You're the first person to say something nice today, thanks. What do you like about it? The smell of dog urine and soap. My mom used to be a veterinarian, and I used to go to her clinic after school, so the smell takes me back. It makes me feel comfy and nostalgic. What made you become a white knight instead of a veterinarian or anything else? Well, I was never a good student, so studying medicine of any kind was out of the question. That aside, it's mostly because of something that happened while I was a kid. A white knight attacked my friend and was coming for me when this other white knight saved us. I don't remember what happened next. I just woke up in a hospital with my friend watching over me. I mean, it wasn't a prophetic moment or anything like that, but ever since then I felt this was my calling. That I wanted to help people from the same way they helped me. Huh. It's interesting, though. One would think being attacked by a white knight would make you think run in the opposite direction. Yeah, but it was another one that saved me. So I kind of guide myself towards judging everything on an individual basis. Well, not an extremist extent, but you get me. Yeah, I try to do the same thing too. Why join the Valkyrie Corps specifically, though? Because I wanted to rescue people from dire situations whenever possible, and going into patrols and all that felt too tiresome. It's also the one with the least paperwork involved. Now that I think about it, there are different kinds of white knights, right? I guess white knight is too broad a term. There's not one specific type, there are many different classes. Rescue, assault, there's even a squad full of bureaucrats. Really? Yeah, they get assigned to companies to handle the accounting and that kind of stuff. People usually ask for them because they speed up processes, but a few are assigned when a company is suspected of having weird under-the-table deals. Interesting. There was also a squad dedicated to fighting school bullying. They were doing a nice job, but the fad of anti-bullying campaigns passed and they lost their funding. I believe some members still work with anti-bullying cases in an official capacity. That'd be nice, I think. Can I get you anything else? I don't know if I should. I can't afford that many drinks, and besides, I don't really know how much alcohol I can handle. Yeah, I can see that. Yep, I'm going to stop here today. Thanks for the chat, Jill. Sure, no problem. Bye. Come again. Will do. Wait, you forgot your helmet. She's gone. Whoa. Yo, did the ammonia make you go nuts?
There was this time in Zanzibar when that almost happened. In any case, I'll go check that noise.
Who is question marks? Who is question marks? Stand by, guys. Little computery thing going on. How are we doing on the stream? You guys, everything looking all right? Because I'm seeing red-orange action over here on my end. It's all right. I get a new cable modem tomorrow. I should fix a lot of this. Oh, she woke up. Where am I? Where am I? Good evening and welcome to Valhalla. That might not have been the best thing to say. Valhalla? Am I dead? Does that mean that Uncle Angus' ramblings about the afterlife looking like a shoddy downtown bar are true? Called it. Afterlife? I'm not dead. As far as I can tell, no. To be fair, I don't know how death or the afterlife work exactly, but you're breathing, right? Alright then. Where the hell am I? How did I get here? Who brought me here? What were you planning to do with me? Are you organ traffickers, robbers, rapists, pickpockets? You're pickpockets, aren't you? Why aren't you saying anything? I'm waiting for you to vent your worries. Otherwise you'll just... You're rapists, aren't you? Rapists! The whole lot of you! You want to tear my clothes, beat me unconscious, have your horrible way with me, and then brutally murder me, don't you? All the while still violating every hole in my body as I lay there twitching, don't you? Murder, 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 murder. Interrupt me. Well, this is going nowhere. Let's see if I can get a drink or two to calm her down and throw it in her face. What's that? A drink. You're in a bar. Bar serve drinks. Bar? So I figured I should give you something to help you calm down. Don't worry, it's on the house. Calm down? What did you spice it up with? Roofies? TTX? Pumpkins? God, no, I wouldn't even think of it. Your stuttering makes me suspicious, you know. If I ever added anything like that to your drink, they'd dock my pay and tips. Not to mention I'd have to pay any lawsuits myself. And that's the best case scenario. I could get fired and lose benefits or go to jail. And trust me, the BTC loves to catch anyone who commits that particular felony. They just show themselves all proud for a hefty PR boost, and the thought of going through all that is just... Even if you say that. Let's do something. If you go outside and head just 3 businesses to the left, you'll find a convenience store. They sell drug tests for drinks. Tell the cashier that Dana Zune sent you. Humph.
2 flying cars crashed and went boom. That's why it was so noisy.
Any damage?
A hole in the street. Don't know about the drivers or anything.
I see.
Either way, I think I'm done here.
Did you check inside the toilet paper's locker?
What about Oh my god. Why?
I'm back. He tried to give me bandages at first, though. Did you have to pay? No. No problem, then. Try it on the drink. Says negative. There you go. But you could be in cahoots with the clerk in the store. He even knew your name. Good point. First of all, it's not my name. It's my boss. Second, we are pretty much part of a chain, sort of like a spicy chicken of bars. And finally, I'm not making you drink this. I offered it to you as a sign of peace. I mean, you are right. It is indeed suspicious on my part. Sorry. What do you think is wrong with Gil? That's his voice. And so I have decided. What's up, Landrodis? It is canon now. You can just ignore the drink, go through the door, and forget this ever happened. That would be it. You're at peace, and nothing of value will be lost. Are you implying something won't have value because I ignored it? Are you saying my presence is so unimportant that my lack of action will yield no difference? And what about the drink? Are you going to let this fruit of your work go to waste so easily? No, well, I'll let you know I'm not that unimportant, and your work does matter. I'm not sure you should drink it all so fast. So how was it? It was good, I guess. It'll help me calm down a bit, I think. Are you alright? Yeah. I guess you were telling the truth. Sorry about that. No problem. If I were you, I'd probably have reacted the same way. I should apologize for my last comment, too. It came out as insensitive. I guess I'll stay for a while. I need to get my thoughts in order. Can you tell me how I got in here? My boss found you unconscious and brought you here for safekeeping. And you were asleep until that car crash outside. Ah, I see. I guess it's better to wake up here than on the streets, stripped of clothes, dignity, and or organs. How did you fall unconscious? Were you tired? Sick? I guess I'm sick, but I'd rather not talk about it. Of course. I'll tell you what, your drinks around the house tonight. Why would you do that? Consider it an apology on behalf of everyone here for all the trouble we've caused you. Also, something tells me you might need another drink right now. Yeah, you might be right. Okay then. I'll take you up on your offer. I'll have a piano man. Will you be fine? Yeah, I just gulped the last one, so I want to enjoy this one. Coming right up then. Here. Yeah, this is the one. My dad used to drink these before an actual pianist attempted to kill him. What did he do? Your dad, I mean, to provoke the pianist like this? Wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. He was relaxing in a bar when suddenly the pianist leapt off the stage and started punching him. Some say he was off his meds and that my dad looked like some music critic that bashed him. I still hold my stance that he just got too excited. Jazz will do that to you. I see. The Piano Man has an interesting story. It was originally created by a bartender in honor of a pianist friend of his that had just died. Apparently, it mixes all the flavors of said friend liked the most. Oh, that's nice. So this is how it feels to go for a drink at the end of a long, hard day of work. I'm not sure if I like the fact that I'm falling into that. Where do you work, miss? Call me Kim. I don't know if I can say work yet, though. I'm still just an intern. Can I ask where? Have you heard of a newspaper called The Augmented Eye? I read it every morning, in fact. Donovan D. Dawson was just in here earlier. I knew I smelled his nasty cologne. That bastard leaves his reek wherever he goes. So you believe me? I do. God, you have no idea how much I hate that chauvinistic horseblower. By the way, horseblower is not a term I'm familiar with, but I love it. Harsh words. The worst part is that I kind of admire the way he does stuff. He's so forceful at the things he wants that people have done before they realize what's going on. He's even got a pizza delivery boy to work server maintenance. A full week passed before the pizza shop asked where the hell he was. Broke your spirit. My God. That's so intense. And would you believe it? The guy became decent at server maintenance despite having no previous experience. It's kind of admirable, at the same time I hate his guts. Ugh. Knowing that I have to work for him, it's ugh. Why are you working there then? Did I ask something I shouldn't have? Now, don't fret about it. I'd rather not talk about it though. Fair enough. What's your name, bartender? Call me Jill. Is it hard to be a bartender, Jill? I guess it's as hard as being a cook somewhere. You keep going through the motions while trying to provide something of quality, all while answering the whimsy of people's orders. I think the hardest part is dealing with the chemical hazards some people might leave behind. Why? At one point, I thought about being a bartender. But I was afraid they'd make me wear skimpy clothes and dance or something. Here we go again. Well, it depends on where you start working, you know. I guess I was lucky Valhalla didn't end up being a tacky disco overseen by a DJ with an afro. My boss just wanted a comfy place, I think. Your boss sounds like an interesting person. What with wanting to put me somewhere safe and all that. She is. She is so cool and collected, but has no qualms about showing excitement about stuff. Sure, she's been a bit tense the last couple days. But even then, when you're with her, everything just feels under control. She also has this mechanical arm. I have no idea how she got it, but... Ha. Sorry, I got carried away. It was fun to see you break the wise bartender character you're using her. I do that? It'd be nice to meet this boss of yours sometime and thank her. Shall I call her? She'd be glad to know you're okay. Oh no, I shouldn't pester her that way. And besides, it's getting late and I don't want to abuse your generosity. You can ask for another one, although I don't know how much alcohol you can handle. I think I can handle another drink. 1 brandtini, please. Coming right up. She wants a a brandtini, yes. Six saddle high. We powder delta. 1 camo tree. Nope, that's Flanner Guide. I guess we could double it. No, we can't. Can we? Yes, you can. Aged and mixed. There we go. Here. Yep, this seems like the stuff. Cheers. Cheers. Are you alright? Yeah, it's just a bit dizzy. And you're clearing your throat. It helps me focus a bit. Yeah, I'm better now. Hey Jill, do you work with other women? Work for women, but my only coworker is male. Why? You lucky bitch. I mean, you have no idea the heaven you live in. When I started my internship, every intern was a female. Have you ever tried competing with women for good spot? They are relentless. Have you tried making friends with any of them? Friends? Those cunts signing it for friendship. They're out for blood. Sorry, I mean, the other day I got an assignment and all I got for my efforts was an afternoon spent locked in a bathroom. And this other time, when our supervisor praised me, I'm still looking for my briefcase. Streaming Chan nerds needs to be yelling all the time like a Let's Player. What does that mean? Vorpal? Streaming Chan is like the thickest Valley Girl. Streaming Chan is a meta burn on everyone who Let's Plays Valhalla. Oh, okay. Sometimes I just want to take all of those bitches and throw them in the sewers or something. Let the lizardmen feast on their livers. I'm just so tired of having to deal with that. Tired of having to put up with them. Tired. No sleeping here, please. Do you want me to call you a cab? Would you please so kind? Hey, it's Jill. Could you send us a cab? The client? Just a second. Hey, Kim, I'm gonna need your full name. Kimberly Lavalette. Wow, what a flowery name. Kimberly Lavalette. No, I have no idea how to spell it. No, she's too sleepy to answer that. Okay, fine. Thanks a lot. I'll be here in a minute. She's been through a lot today, I guess.
Hey Jill, bathroom's done. I'm leaving.
Guide Miss Lavalette to her cab on your way out, please.
Oh, she woke up?
And fell asleep again.
Sure, anything for a client.
Yep. Cool!
We protect, we watch. Excuse me, miss. Please help me walk you to the cab.
Pickpockets. And that's it. Are we done for the night? Seems like it. Where's Gil? And where's the girl that was here? Gil cleaned up the bathroom and left because he stank. Kim woke up, had a couple of drinks, and left. So she's called Kim. How did she look to you? How was she? She was freaked out when she woke up, but she managed to calm down. Are you worried about her? Wouldn't you be? I don't know. Hey, boss, do you feel like calling you boss is too impersonal? Not really, no. It's not like you call me that because I'm a stranger, just out of habit. Oh. Anyway, you're free to go after you finish washing up the glasses. Let me transfer you today's payment. Maybe I'll give Gil a small bonus for dealing with the bathroom. Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account is at least $800 by then. Jill is lost in thought about a hollow plant. Buying it will prevent her from getting too distracted. You can browse Danger U. You can visit JC Elton's. Click to dismiss this message. Shop! Oh. $600? Jill bought what she bought and she pleased herself. Surely she will focus at work. Browse Danger U. What's Danger U? How do I get to Danger U? The Omen and I. Local woman, local hero. By Lana Smithy. This morning, a suicide attempt was thwarted by an unidentified local woman. The incident occurred when the Artemis Will Mall, where people noticed someone was at the rooftop of the building. Firefighters were called as soon as their presence was noticed by pedestrians, but the person jumped off without notice. A mysterious rescuer just when the would-be suicide victim jumped off, a local woman was able to catch them mid-air and fled the scene before anyone could identify her. The mall is taking extra security measures now. 70% of our readers consider shrimp ramen to be disgusting by Lana Smithy. This is not really a surprise, but a lot of people seem to hate this particular brand of instant food. This is a form of survey we conduct here at the Augmented Eye. Last month, we asked our readers to tell us their most hated dishes, and with a total of 6,000 votes, it looks like the market for shrimp ramen is reducing. That's good, because it sucks. It sucks so much. I barf a little every time I smell it. Yeah, that's the hollow plant. I can't even finish this article. I'm sorry. Everyone have to puke. I think Alice Rabbit may be a dog. A dog, you say? Why not? Bronchitis. A dog, you say? Why not? After receiving brain enhancements, they're capable of learning at near human speeds, so it's not so impossible to imagine a gifted dog uses their intelligence for programming. Makes a lot of sense. Well, maybe. I bet if I was really smart, I would translate that, but I'm not gonna. Do 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 do. All right, Kaiser. I don't know how to browse that other shop though. Danger you. Oh, dangerous opinions. What is this? Mickey Concert 2 in the last thread. Anon. I can't read all this. I have a headache. I'm sorry. Fucking normies, get out! I'm gonna grab a beverage. I'll be back directly, guys. We're gonna take a short 3-minute. I swear I won't be like my long bathroom break before. I'm seeing if something is not right with my be right back video. I'm just gonna leave you with game music. Sorry. I really look like a fucking dork with this stuff on. I gotta stop. I can't wear this on stream. This is the squarest, nerdiest looking sweater fleece thing I could possibly wear. I'm a nerd. That's true. A cola. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Hey, Jill. Ah! That's a sound you don't hear every day. But boss, what are you doing with that helmet? I was just about to ask you where it came from. White Knight came yesterday. She left and, well, she forgot to take it with her. I figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the counter. Wait. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? I don't plan and evaluate every move, Jill. I just act. Anyway, as your boss, I'm taking this helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy. Well, this helmet is comfortable and cool and comfortable and cool and really, really cool.
Hello.
It's strange that you're late, Gil.
Yeah, the traffic was gah!
Don't run! You have work to do!
I'm not going back to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Chief? Sorry, I thought you were someone else.
Apparently. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead someplace safe. The what where now? Nothing. Never mind.
She seems happy.
She's been tense these past couple of days. If she's somehow more relaxed now, good. Are you all set?
Yup.
All right. How do I empty the jukebox? Oh. Time to mix drinks and You! Oh, it's Kim. Yeah! Because of you, I went up late and lost a full day of work, and on the day, everyone got a nifty assignment, too. Wait, because of me? You were the one that got me drunk and made me fall asleep like a goddamn log. So you arrived home safely. That's nice. That's all you have to say? What do you want me to say? If I felt remorse over every client that gets drunk in here, I wouldn't be working. But true. Morally speaking, I shouldn't have let people get drunk. But getting people drunk is the unspoken main purpose of my job. And I did say that I didn't know how much alcohol you could handle, didn't I? Seriously, what kind of an answer is that? Hello, Mr. Donovan.
Do I know you? Hey, Brat, you're in luck. I decided to bless this place again.
Luck, he says. Oh, Mr. Donovan, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you?
What do you think I want, kid?
Think we should give him a crevice spike, or should we give him a beer? Alright. Baycross goes suplex. I like it. Always wants beer, huh? Here you go.
Yeah, now that's what I call service.
That's good to hear. Brings you here today, Mr. Donovan?
Today, we were supposed to hand the interns an article topic. All those crazy bitches come flocking me like the first high schooler with a car. I couldn't deal with it, so I switched places with some poor sap. He was supposed to be doing an interview today, but hell with that. And thanks to all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence.
You were here yesterday, too. How did that come about?
There's this gal that's performing at a concert later tonight. Yesterday, I was tuning the details of the interview I'd have with them today. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive bitches.
I see. How was the interview?
Easy enough. The fact that the gal had a nice pair of knockers helped. We've come a long way in the department of Lilum sex appeal, I'll tell you.
She was a Lilum, then.
Yeah, one of those new fancy king-class CH-1A models. I've heard they're anatomically correct in every way. I wouldn't mind finding out about that myself. You, the guy with the John face. Huh? Me? What the hell is a John face? Yeah, you. Do I know you? I don't think so, sir. No, I'm pretty sure I know you. Wait. It was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago, right? I've never been to Hong Kong, and I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force after stealing supplies. Really? That's a bummer. You look like a guy who owes me a drink.
You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan?
Do I look like some anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicone business. So I was in Hong Kong talking to some investors when those damned riots broke out. Seriously, though, did they really think the laws they were trying to pass wouldn't backfire? They were openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. No matter how many they have different capabilities you put in between, it's still segregation. And once people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed.
Thank you, Namils. It's the Breaking Bad of bars.
This is the PR century. If you're gonna do that, disguise it a bit.
That's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. I mean, there was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor, and the plan reached such a developed stage because the media was instilling fear in the public. General fear that augmented people would become power-hungry maniacs was a key factor in the plans, and everything is mostly the aftermath of previous protests where, on second thought, maybe it's better to be laconic. Trying to get the full picture might take you back beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that.
Scholarship. That's no mean feat, Brett.
Well, I guess even without the scholarship, there would have been the language barrier. I remember I was kind of excited back then because I was really into this one Chinese idol band. It's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of.
You'd be surprised at how easy Chinese can be.
So you know how to speak Chinese?
The only translator I had available was some pizza-faced pencil neck. And I wasn't gonna allow myself to be seen with that. If someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks, well, I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance.
Why do I feel like you suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese. Wait, when you say Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese?
Tangerine? Canto what?
When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there are lots of dialects in the Chinese language. In Hong Kong, lots of people speak Cantonese, so just saying Chinese won't do. You might have learned Cantonese because you're only going to Hong Kong. Or you might have learned Mandarin because it's the one spoken by the majority elsewhere.
I went to Hong Kong and managed to seal a deal. I have no idea about anything else.
Right.
Anyways, surely a student with a scholarship can serve me a Mars blast too, right?
Sure, on it. How do you blend? Is mixing the same as blending? Because I don't have a blend thing. You just gotta let it mix for a while. With ice? It doesn't say on the rocks. No, it's double now. Do I mix it on the rocks? On the rocks. I must have missed ingredients as well. What's slot 2 for? Here.
Alright. I guess I'll believe your story.
Right.
Hey, kid, I got wasted yesterday, so there's a certain protocol here. Would you mind telling me if I said anything someone could use against me in a court of law?
Unless complaining about your investors can be used as a legal weapon, I don't think so.
Oh, good. Fuck those sons of bitches.
What's going on, Jelly Pasta? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Greg from How to Drink, where I hang out with you and play video games, but I also do other things. Today is Friday, but Monday we'll be doing the talk show again, and then Tuesday we will be doing gaming, and then Wednesday we'll be in the workshop. Workshop Wednesdays, I call it. We down in the bar. Thursdays is book club, and Fridays is gaming. So if you're new here and whatever, thanks for hanging out. And we'll just keep things rolling right along.
What did I tell you?
How they wanted unreasonable stuff, how they feel like they have more power than you, all that.
Oh yeah, I recall something like that, but then again, it seems to be something I say a lot when drunk. That and racial slurs in German.
Racial slurs in what?
Let me tell you something. There are people worse than you. There are people worse than your investors.
Who?
Your clients!
Excuse me?
Your readers! If you think clients are always right, then you're wrong. Unless I'm the client, that is. We live in an era where PR is the first and only word in anything.
He has a mustache. He has. What do you mean he has no upper lip? He has a mustache. That is a mustache. It's a big, broomy mustache. Yeah, proof's on YouTube. There's a link in the YouTube video that I shared. It's also, I linked it on my Twitter. So I hope you guys check it out.
You can sell the shittiest of stuff and people will buy it if you're the apple of their eyes. But make one fucking mistake and it's over for you. You're suddenly a criminal to them. No chance of appeal. God forbid if they ever catch something you said out of context.
Sounds like a good Manhattan there, Punch Monkey.
A month ago, we had to clarify that we were talking about the animal in an article about cougars in nearby forests. All because we got a pack of 40-year-old divorced soccer moms carried about hurt feelings. They were having picnic parties in the same forest and thought we were right about them. God, I hope at least one of them gets eaten by their damn namesake. Yeah, it's funny when somebody else hears it, but the smell of rosy perfume still makes my blood boil. Nowadays, nobody can take a joke. They're always out for blood. You can't win. You will always offend somebody. And while some take it graciously, many just love feeling insulted. They relish the thought of ganging up against something. And those hypersensitive bastards are your clients. They're the ones you have to target.
Check again. I got an email that it was wrong. I did update the link, so it should be working now. I better check it, though, since you bring it up. Now you got me second-guessing myself. God, my Valhalla videos. Nobody's watching this. The YouTube video, nobody's watching. This is not a good day for YouTube for me. It's a bad day. No. We're up. Proof is working right. I am in the village. Well, thank you. I know you guys watched it, and thank you all for enjoying it. But in broad sense, you know, it's not a hit. Which is funny, though, because, like, Cowboy Bebop really outperformed where I thought it was going to. The interest level on that was really high, and I kind of figured between that... I figured Firefly. I thought there'd be overlap between Bebop and Firefly. Firefly, big tanker, stunk. Now this is following up on the Firefly episode. Not... doing a little bit better than Firefly, honestly. Okay. I run a goddamn newspaper. The whole point is to present news in the most neutral way possible. Being offended by a newspaper is like being angry at the mirror. Sure, let's go with that. I mean, it's not like he's totally wrong, but hearing it from him is kind of...
Damn, look at the time. I need to get back to work soon.
Really?
I just finished an interview and it must be posted as soon as possible.
The fact that we're posting it after the chick finished her concert is enough of a problem already. Something delayed the interview?
The interview was supposed to happen last Friday! One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it, but for some fucking reason, she just didn't. I spent 2 days negotiating something else instead.
Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something?
Basically, when that encore concert happens, I need to plaster that chick's face all over the front page.
Let's see. Okay, then.
Okay, then, one last drink before I leave. Give me something bitter to wake me up.
Sure thing. Can you make coffee? I don't think Bebop is much older than Firefly. Dr. Doom, I didn't say Firefly sucks. I said it wasn't for me. I also said that The Witcher wasn't for me. Actually, The Witcher I said sucked. I said that The Witcher show sucked. I said that Firefly wasn't for me. And the Witcher fans were like, that's fine, that's respectable. And the Firefly fans are like, they want my blood. I don't know, man. Firefly people, I'm not coming back to Firefly. Fuck y'all. My friend said something about Firefly that I had never considered. And I was like, wow, I never thought about that. I am hesitant to repeat it here. He said that it was, but I will. This is not my opinion. This is his observation. He said that Firefly was right-wing Star Trek, and I'd never thought about that. Okay. Okay. Bitter. A flavor. I got a little. There was a, you know, I'll fuck it. Who cares? There's a bit of footage of me talking about how, like, the whole vibe of Firefly, the Browncoats having lost that war, and, like, I don't know, it did feel very Lost Cause, South will Rise Again to me from what I've seen. Kind of, that did sort of rub me a little weird there, but there you go.
Yeah, this works just fine. You know, I feel like I should compensate the poor bastard that took the heat today.
Oh?
Yeah, that kid Joel, Gene, Guillermo, Hironito. I can't remember his name. That kid is always gushing about that idol I interviewed. I can't remember anyone for shit, but he's annoying enough to make me remember him. So I don't know. I feel like I cock-blocked him big time today by taking his gig away. Worst of all, I left him to fend off a pack of crazy bitches. That's something I wouldn't wish on anyone, not even my worst enemies. Well, maybe two of them.
You're sounding so considerate right now.
I'm no saint, kid, but I'm a man. And a man must never cock-block another man unless he's trying to fuck your mom.
What if it's your dad?
Did I stutter?
Maybe you can get him tickets or something.
Nah, see, that'd mean he'd get off work and I'd need him to be at my beck and call tonight. I've seen that brat talk to no end about her, so I know. I'll let him write about her somewhere else in the newspaper. Give him the food critics column. That's shit anyway. I'm so fucking nice. I'm out, kid.
Please come again. Be something interesting to see, I guess. That was tiring. Hey Jill, I think we have a problem. Don't tell me. Yep, I can't take the helmet off. Yeah, very funny. Did you check the internet for help? How to take off Valkyrie type White Knight helmet is not precisely a common query, you know? I could break it, but I don't want to damage a client's property. What? Did you run out of air? I just realized you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla. Shit, don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you gonna do? I know someone that might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, where was her number? Oh, here it is. Hey, Iris, I need someone clogging advice. Iris.
I've heard Chief call her for a couple of times. Maybe she's a friend. More importantly, will Chief be fine?
She will. Even if there's no God or Buddha, you can always trust Boss.
Yeah, let's hope you're right.
Hey, honey! Can you see me? Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Really? Man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? Jill, I'm going to go out for a bit to buy a screwdriver and bacon and... Are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm not. Hello! Oh, hello, Dorothy, wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a Vic jammer, not an optic camouflage system. Care to explain? Have you ever seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? But I mean the ones where the clothes are the only thing you see and the other person is invisible. Come again? There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people, where you can only see a few articles of clothes floating about. I was trying to find something that would let me cater to that fetish, but my contact misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that would make me invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. Even then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too with such a jammer or something? You know, you have a point. Oh well, I'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a nano camo module. Nano camo? Haven't you heard of nano camo? They're a military technology company that recently branched to civilian appliances. They use nanotechnology to make fabric or other materials take any color or texture you want. You can order a module from them and change the colors of clothes, walls, or tables with it. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. What does that have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes things almost invisible to the human eye. It was quite pricey last time I checked, though. Almost to the human eye. Well, it's not perfect. If you move, you'll be an eerie, surroundings-colored blob. And we Lilims see things differently, so it's ineffective against us. Still, it might be what I need. Now, what was that about talking to yourself again?
TV time.
Nothing important. What are you having? I'm in a good mood, so give me a piano, woman. Sure. One piano woman. Thanks, I love these ones, you know? I keep them for special occasions whenever I'm feeling good or I need to get out of a slump. And today I feel good. That's nice. Okay then, how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the ticket from Friday. Can't believe I still remember that. That guy was so nice in giving it to me. Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here otherwise. I don't think this ticket should be valid. But then again, we're improvised, so there isn't really a contract or anything involved. You know, if you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Keep me fed and I'll keep you company. You'll still need to pay if you want to get naughty, though. I think I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. You pay him to finish that sentence, and I'll make sure you truly become invisible. Fine. Consider this a standing offer, though. Oh, hey, John.
Hey, Dorothy.
Didn't see you here last Friday.
I was dealing with some stuff over the weekend.
And Monday.
Yeah.
Was it a girl?
I wish.
What did you do? What did you do?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Hey, honey, what did he do? Gil's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what really happened and when. And you know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said, I'm not one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on, but I think I'm better off not knowing. It's not really that necessary, and it's a pain to think about.
I'm right here, you know.
Did I tell any lies?
No, but never mind.
Oh yeah, about your boss. Why was she wearing a helmet? She found it. She put it on, now she's stuck. Oh, yeah, randomly putting on stuff you find is problematic. No shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a... It's a bit early for those stories, don't you think? Nope. By the way, it's weird that I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know. Yeah, but you usually come before you start. Aw, did you miss me that much? Yesterday, it was a bit different. I worked the entire day. I mean, she's not a girl, right? She's some kind of a machine. I don't know if I should ask. Oh, it was weird, but not kinky weird. The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Really? Yeah, I go to his house at 11 a.m., dress as requested, and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, go to bed when ordered, and leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years? Yeah, 1 day a year for 3 years now. Oh, but last year he wanted me to play the part on his daughter's birthday. Wait a second, does he have a daughter or not? Had. Seems she died 4 years ago. Oh. Yep, I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What kind of people? Nobody. I said nothing. Give me a moonblast, would you? Sure. I just imagine her being basically Lady Johnny Cab from the 1989 or 1990 it's funny, I can remember the name of the book, but not the movie. We can remember it for you wholesale. Total Recall. Yeah, she's a Johnny Cab. I'm a Johnny Cab! Oops. Here. There's something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. Tastes a bit like a sugar drowned in pure alcohol. Small wonder you feel like that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes, I'm single and I don't mind that you're a girl. Do you actually mind who anyone is? Not at all! Anyway, it's not about that. Do all DFC's 72s look like kids? Yes and no. Out of factory, we look like kids because our development needs to be as close to human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory? Nope. Every fresh DFC 72 looks about 10 to 13. It makes it easier to upgrade later. Upgrade? Once a DFC 72 passes maturity tests, it can opt for a factory upgrade. Said upgrade alters the body to something older. Some go for it, some don't. Will you go through it? I don't know. Right now I'm a rarity. You don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. And I really need that advantage, you know? How so? When people hire me, half the time it's not because I'm me. The amount of role-playing I have to do on a normal night is ridiculous. So if I stop looking underage, I'll lose all my advantage over everyone else. I didn't think about it that way. Should I think about it at all? I mean, maybe I'll go through with it if I ever decide to retire or something. But right now, I'm just fine the way I am. I see.
Good evening, Gil.
What does this guy sound like? I don't know. Hold on a second. We use a lot of that gruff voice. Too much voice. Good evening, Gil. Oh, let's make him Australian. Good evening, Gil. Jillian and Gil. Welcome to... Does that happen a lot? Not really.
It would happen less if Jill would let people call her Jules.
Call me Jules, and I'll make sure every time you sit, you hear the clink of your shaker.
Fine, fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish here.
Sure, no hurry. Hello, sailor. Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus today, and I'm in a good mood. I suppose it'll be an impolite mood, Reddit. Sure, I'll take your offer. Yay, honey, I'm a big sunshine cloud. I'll be fine with just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Ask for something more expensive. I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts me on edge with the way she addresses people. Okay then, let me get your orders. Do-do-do, I do-loo, sunshine pie. So I guess you can't do a triple, you can only do a double. I just felt like there was so much room in this one that you could easily make it huge. Here and here. Thank you. Oh, in order. Thank you, Dorothy. Don't mention it. Well, thank you, Joe. It's my job. Hey, Dorothy. May I ask you something private? If you need a price list, I have a convenient card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. No, thank you. It's not about that. Go ahead. I don't think you can ask me something I've never been asked before. Is it true that the DFC-72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after they violate every hole in your body, regardless of its original purpose? Yeah. Yes. That's a semi-myth that nobody has tried to dispel. It's true, but also not true at the same time. Care to explain that? We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the body enters alert mode, when we're being assaulted or the like. That way, the authorities can chase down the attacker. It's kind of buggy, though. I've heard stories of DFC-72s who marry and get nervous on their wedding night, and wham! Their partners end up spending the honeymoon in jail. I see. And besides, I've modded myself up so that if any tracking nanomachines were still being, I'd have to commend them their tenacity, to be honest. There's also this urban myth that these nanomachines help improve performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something. Sure, go ahead. How much of you is still organic? Just enough that my skin still heals over time. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll tell you that, enough for more, young lady. Fine. See if I care. Honey, I'm going. I'll sleeve you with the meanie. Thank you. Please come again. That girl's something else, though. She's so earnest about what she does, it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever that becomes a problem from time to time.
Okay, I'm done here.
Right, I'm gonna go and take my... Yeah, I need your girly hands for a second here.
Coming. Sorry, can you take care of him while I help her?
Sure, no problem. Well, I apologize if I'm taking time for your break. Nah, don't worry. Sorry you'll have to deal with me.
You're no problem, Jill.
Yeah, but you usually seem to have a blast when Gil's the one serving you. Anyway, you want something else? Could you make me a Mars blast? That I can. Here.
Bitter and mind-numbing, just like war.
Have you been to war?
Life's a war we fight every day, Jill.
So you haven't been to war?
Not to an official one, at least.
There's something I've been wondering for a while now.
What could that be?
First, it was how a professional assassin can be so polite and pleasant to be around. But I guess your line of work doesn't have to have any bearing on your personality.
Thanks a lot.
What I've often wondered about is how you can be so calm here. Aren't you worried about police or the like? Well, I'm having a hard time sticking to Australia here.
First of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible.
I've lost it. It's gone. He's not going to be from Australia anymore, if he ever was.
Second, I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion.
Maybe I should just make him into Michael Caine.
And finally... And finally, you can thank your boss for easy.
My boss?
I've seen what she's done. I feel safe here.
Why would he be a copyright lawsuit, this guy?
She could take care of things if I went haywire.
Haywire? You?
Don't mind that.
Because he reminds me of Armitage. I don't know if you guys ever read Neuromancer. Hard not to mind if you just said. You wouldn't happen to know how she got her mechanical arm, would you?
I heard she lost her original arm fighting a cyborg wrestler and gone rogue. Just a rumor, though.
Damn, I still don't know then. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery. Neuromancer is widely regarded as the first cyberpunk anything. It's kind of funny that it came out at the novel by William Gibson came out at the exact same time as like the same year that the book was coming out, the film Blade Runner was getting made, and it's weird because you would expect that like one would inform the other, but in fact they both kind of arrived at the same place at the same time as far as aesthetics and setting and stuff like that goes. Which leads me to believe that she might have started some of the rumors herself. Yeah, Neuromancer, the book, is got nothing to do with Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep or Blade Runner the movie, but aesthetically they're very similar. Neuromancer is not the novel that Blade Runner is based on. I'm comparing them because they came out in the same year and arrived at the same style and setting independently of each other. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep does not actually inform the look and style of Blade Runner the film at all. Blade Runner the film is its own thing. Anyway. They're believable because she's here. Maybe I'll see her in action one day. You should. It's quite the show. Good news, Jill. The helmet came... Oh, sorry, Gil.
Good news, Jill. The helmet came off and you can take your break.
Finally. It's always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Boss, break. You never watched Blade Runner until yesterday? You should watch Blade Runner. Blade Runner is a great movie. All right.
Sukaban Games 2069.
Alma's Armitage. Guys, I'm just... Like I said, the Gosling one is a very different film. The Gosling one is great. It's a great and beautiful and wonderful movie, and I think it's a faithful sequel to Blade Runner. I think what it misses is that Blade Runner still remains fun. Like, as dark as it is, Blade Runner is still kind of a fun detective story, and the Gosling movie is just depressing. Unfortunately, guys, the alarm that I have been canceling is sort of my get the hell off the stream alarm that I set to protect myself from doing this for too long. I got to pick up my kid from daycare soon, and I'm going to have to call it a stream in the next couple of minutes. I thought Blade Runner 2049 was an awesome movie. I loved it. It was beautiful. I thought it was really well made. I thought it was a very faithful sequel. I thought it was well acted and well written, and I liked a lot about it. I had nothing against it. The only complaint I had about it was that it wasn't fun. It's just not like, it's not a movie that it's not like you watch that movie and think, boy, I just want to watch that movie again. Oh, I just want to like hang out in that setting and wear it like a skin or something like that. Where like Blade Runner, it's just like you watch it and you're like, oh my God, Decker's so cool. Decker, you just want to, I don't know. Like, it's just so cool. It's just oozing style in a way that like, you just love it. So I don't know. It's a tough comparison. Hard disagree, says Punch Monkey. All right, well, that'll get you banned. No, I know how long it takes me to end a stream, so I set the alarm early. I'm not stupid. I'm learning, at least. I'm trying to quit. Are there more alcoholic weeb games? I haven't played Shadowrun, no. The Red Strings Club. Yeah, when the sequel comes out, we'll have to check it out. This is a very, I gotta say, too, as far as, like, I thought this was gonna be, like, a easy... Man, that's making me look kind of balding there. I wasn't digging that camera angle or hair. Fix that shit. I thought this would be a much lower key stream than it turned out to be. I thought this would be like a cool one, like, you know, late night chill stream, but like it's so performative for me. Like this is a very intense stream. I don't think I could play this game for you guys on a regular, like all the time. I'll definitely come back. I'll do. You know, I named this part 1, so we'll definitely finish this playthrough. But it's a feat for me to do. My bit rate is really right on the edge there. I hope this new modem fixes this. Divinity Original Sin. Yep, I should check it out. I haven't seen Joker. Very little interest in comic book movies, to be honest. Voice the characters throughout. First experience of Blade was a point and click game. That sounds miserable. LA Noire was an interesting game. I really liked that. It was at its best, I thought, when it had like no game mechanic. When the game mechanic was watching actors and determining if they're lying or not. Sometimes it like tried to be a platformer or something, and it like pissed me off. I was like, this shouldn't. This is ruining my suspension of disbelief. When I'm full of alcohol, what's my favorite go-to meal? Man, when I used to live in New York City, the thing was to get pommes frites, but the place blew up. Is you get these French fries that you could dip, man. They were good. I never played Mafia. I got to see Joker. I'll see it eventually when it comes out at home. I can watch it. I mean, it looks like a movie I'm not that interested in, to be honest. But the reviews, it's controversial enough that it's interesting to me. There was a place we used to go. The people I know in the city. I mean, it was popular for the late night crowd in the city in New York, called Pommes Frites. It was like a Belgian French fries, hand cut French fry place. And one of the other tenants in the building a couple years ago was stealing gas. Like they had a illegally tapped gas line, and they blew up the building. I think Pommes Frites wound up reopening, but like yeah, the building like literally just detonated. It was gone. It was on the it was in Alphabet City. It was down like where the hell is Pommes Frites? It was right off of Christopher Street, not Alphabet City. It's a lesser taxi driver with an unneeded Batman flavoring. Thank you, Chili Billy. No, it literally detonated. No, it detonated. It straight up exploded. I hated Babylon 5 when I was in high school because that was on when I was in high school, and my one friend was always he was a big fan of Babylon 5, and I was just like, why do you like this boring fucking show? I really did not like Babylon 5. I'm sorry, guys. Gordon's cup with jalapeno instead of cucumber. Ooh, interesting. I'm not personally I'm not a huge fan of jalapeno in drinks, to be honest. I suppose it has its place. It's not my taste exactly, but it sounds cool. Thank you, Fiery Aced. Oxley, you got spanked. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're doing. I gotta tune the Nightbot. I guess it's a little aggressive. We've had a lot of problems past couple days with this Dong guy. Sake in cocktails. Sake is terrible in cocktails. I'm going to explore it on the show. It's a tricky one because sake is really low proof and is pretty. You know, it doesn't pack a lot of punch flavor wise. So if you try to stand it up against a lot of, in my experience, if you try to pair it up with like booze, it can get lost. So it's a tricky thing to do. I have a lot of interest in the new Picard show. I haven't watched it yet. Thanks for hanging out, making HTD. I know that there are drinks with sake in it. I mean, like I think that you have to think of sake as like a wine, because it's like it's like 18% or something like that alcohol. Usually, it's pretty low. Yeah, there's some mezcal on my show. Check out Old Fashioned's new twists. There's a mezcal old fashioned there. I did a drink. The Prince That Was Promised was kind of a mezcal sour that I thought was really good. Those are the two off the top of my head. So I don't have a perfect recall of every episode I've made, man. I make so many episodes this show. It's hard. But those are the two that come to mind when I think about mezcal drinks I've done. Picard is terrible. Sorry, not sorry. All right, Punch Monkey. It's like a nice feeling to see in a weird way. The drink... Tricky. There's a lot of different kinds of sake as well, so I don't know. It's an interesting question. There's something else too. That a lot of people are like, oh, why don't you use this in a drink? And I'm like, well, because it doesn't really mix very well. Someone probably said this earlier, but the character you play in Valhalla is not. Yeah, I know it's not. I don't know where I got Sophie from. No matter if you hate Babylon 5, Londo was great. He was the one with the big fan of hair. I did think his hair was fucking hilarious. That seems unfair. The first 2 episodes have been mediocre. So one of the things I thought was interesting is that people said that Picard seems to take place in this new prequel universe. Thank you, Snaders. The Rum Samurai. That's a good name, though. Sochu is another thing, though. Sochu, if you look at it, is mostly pretty low proof. Her name is actually Flat Bartender. I absolutely love the quality of your videos, man. Keep up the incredible work. Thank you, Royally Bred. Royally Bred. A lot of quotable moments from Londo. Yeah, at the time, it just wasn't my... I had no interest in it. The old Babylon 5. Japanese sidecar maybe social. Yeah. Stro is rum, if I'm not mistaken, from Germany, right? Isn't it? I think so. I haven't had a bottle to play with. I should pick up a bottle and see what I can do with it. How do I feel about Kirkland booze? I hear it's great. I don't have a Kirkland around me to pick up any, so. What's your intro theme called? My intro theme that plays under the opening, like, little... the little, handful of shots that I use in the beginning of every episode. It's an old jazz song by Bill Brown. It's called Hot Lips. I think it's public. It better be public domain. That was the argument that I made when I talked to YouTube about it. It's public domain. It's called Hot Lips. It's very old. Episode 2 spoiler, but the Utopian Federation, no money, only work if interested in you. Has menial laborers on Mars shipyard, orange jumpsuits wearing hard hats indoors. That's what I'd heard, Dr. Doom, that they basically threw away a lot of the utopianism of Star Trek, and that kind of pisses me off. I don't know why they would do that, so... But maybe, Picard takes place... Maybe the details are going to get filled in. Maybe the Federation isn't utopian anymore. Maybe some shit's falling apart. I don't know. I assume that you can't just, arbitrarily do that and not have some kind of a rationale or explanation for it at some point. Trying to make my own mead? Not yet. Brewing is a complicated thing that I don't really have the space for yet. They made Starfleet racist. Oh, that's weird. Jesus. That would be for no reason. It's kind of like I just watched all of... I gotta check out The Expanse. Everybody tells me The Expanse is good. I'm probably going to be able to dive into that a little bit this weekend if I can drag the wife along. And you know what's funny? I'm going to probably set some houses on fire here. I did not watch Discovery. It's been a long time since I've watched any Star Trek, to be honest, guys. I watched The Good Place recently. I watched season 1 of The Good Place. A lot of people told me that that The Good Place is really good and you should get into it. I'm not into it. I'm not really into The Good Place, turns out. Sorry. Doesn't work for me. The Hokkaido cocktail. 1.5 ounces of gin, half an ounce of triple sec, and 1 ounce of sake. Sounds nice. Sounds very nice. I wonder how much the sake comes through. I bet it would depend on the sake, but that doesn't sound bad. There's a drink called Bamboo, which is if I'm not mistaken, it comes from Japan, and it's a sherry alternative to a Manhattan. It's kind of having a little bit of a moment. I've considered doing an episode of it. I really didn't like the Orville. I didn't like the Orville. I thought I was going to love the Orville, too. I was so jazzed when I'd heard about it. I started streaming it, and catching up. I was 4 episodes in, and I was like, I don't like this at all. Don't like the Orville. I don't like it. I've never seen the New Girl. It's an interesting question, Black Wolf. I think that if you use grapefruit juice and seltzer, it's going to go flat quicker because of the particulates from the grapefruit, the pulp. You probably do it though. I would have to work with it a little. You could do it for sure. You just have to work on getting the balance just right. And I don't know how off the top of my head to do it. I mean, because the stuff I'm using is pretty much unsweetened. Never got into Red Dwarf. Actually, maybe I should. It's people say it's better than current Star Trek. I don't see any relationship to current Star Trek. I'm sorry. Doctor Who. I'm told I liked Doctor Who a lot when I was very young, but I don't really have any memories of that, and I suspect that that is not true, to be frank. Thank you, Ian Williams. I'm not really a big fan of the modern Doctor Who. I saw a couple of episodes very randomly when it was new of the Christopher Eccleston season of Doctor Who, and I did like that, what I saw. I am not a fan of. I know I'm not a fan of David Tennant Doctor Who. It's not my style. Prairie oyster for breakfast. Yeah, I like a prairie oyster. Stargate. Did not get into Stargate. I remember the movie. I liked the movie. When the movie came out, I thought the movie was really cool. I was pretty young. I was in like grade school, or maybe I was in middle school when the movie came out. I remember renting it at the VHS store. Loved it. Loved it. It's a beautiful film. I don't know if it's a beautiful film, but it was beautiful at the time. How do I feel about Warhammer 40k? I used to play Warhammer 40k a lot. I had a prairie oyster to say it's disgusting. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. I like it. No, a prairie oyster is an egg yolk and some Worcestershire and some hot sauce and some salt and pepper, and you just do it as a shooter. You're thinking of a Rocky Mountain oyster. And those are usually bull or buffalo testicles. The original series, I don't know what you're talking about, Tori. What armies for 40k? Armies I have played and built. Have you ever been on a tour around the U.S. of old saloon type bars? Not really. I've been around some places. Thank you, Emily. You did. I'm sorry. You missed the Valhalla. I'm done for the day. Okay, so no. Armies I built. My first real army that I had was a Grey Knight army. That I don't know actually what happened to those models, to be honest. I don't know. I literally don't remember what happened to them, but they stopped playing that army. Went up. Then I had a not Grey Knight. I had a Space Wolves army. Then I had a Grey Knight army. Those models are still around. I think they're with a friend currently. I had briefly when they first got their 3rd edition update because it was a big overhaul for them. A Tyranid army. It's embarrassing. I left them in the trunk of my car and they melted in the heat. I had. The Grey Knight army is the one that I played the most. I was in the process of building a unusual list from a White Dwarf article. It was I probably won't do Minecraft drinks, honestly. But it was you could take Kroot. It was basically a Kroot army. It was like not Kroot mercenaries. It was all Kroot, and it gave you a couple of ways that you could come up with different Kroot units. And so it was like a kind of a trick for building this Kroot army. Basically, every model in it could have a jump pack. They got a free 6-inch infiltration move or something before the game started. And then because of this totem you could take, you had a 75% chance of going first. And when you added it all up, if you did it right, the Kroot are the bird people who the Tau hire. You could basically have first turn in close combat with every unit, so that your other army, the enemy army, would just never get a shooting round. It was so many things that I had custom models to build, though, to build that army, and I didn't finish, honestly. Might like the new Fire. Oh, I don't have a Switch, so I'd have to check that out. I watched a lot of X-Files growing up. I probably couldn't remember much of it now, but I mean, like, I don't think I missed an episode of X-Files. That was on all the time when I was in grade school. I loved it. BattleTech. Not into BattleTech. I mean, I think that I have spent some time playing one or two of the games, but I don't know, the old BattleTech games from when I was a kid, they were like really not fun. They were just kind of lame and boring. Interesting. 40K got you into Fire Emblem. I don't understand the relationship. I'll have to check that out. I liked XCOM. XCOM was a good game. Wearing any cool watches today? I'm not wearing any watch today. I am between watches at the moment. But I do have an email from Crown and Caliber that I've got to read, so I think that we'll be watching up again soon. Yeah, I got a 40K drink coming up. We're going to do Fenrisian Ale. That's coming in a few weeks. I don't know exactly when it's on my schedule, but the footage is shot. And I won't tell you anymore. High Inquisitor Kako says, Yo! Oh my god. When the Necrons first came out, my friend had a Necron army, and we fucking hated him. It was a cheater's army. It was just, he was unbeatable. It was the worst. Crown of Caliber, I don't remember if they approached me or I approached them. It was, there was a bunch of emails back and forth, and we kicked some ideas around, and blah, blah, and this and that, and the way it happens with anybody. Have I ever drank a Bossa Nova? No, but I like Bossa Nova, the music. Have you ever thought of doing a show with some guests? Yes, I have thought about doing a show with some guests, and it's going to happen when I have the man hours to put it together. I just got to line up a guest list. I mean, like, this area behind me is going to be the guest space. That's the idea. So I am working on more. I got another box of soft boxes, more lights, so I can permanently light it, and I'm going to put together I'm going to get a 4 HDMI Magewell card and put it into a Thunderbolt expansion chassis so I can capture 4 HDMI inputs at once. Right now I can do 2, which is a pain in my ass. I guess I could do more than 4 if I had that thing. I still have these other 2, so I could be able up to 6. But then it's going to be an issue of getting more cameras. I have a bunch of these. I bought 5 of these Logitech C920 web cameras that everybody said were like really good, and they're like, they're okay. But when you look at it compared to a mirrorless or a DSLR, it's like there's no comparison. Generally, I like Ford's gin. I think Ford's is a very good gin. Yeah, I am having some bandwidth issues. I don't really know why. So if the video's not holding up, I'm not sure. I would love to have Morgan Freeman over. I think he's probably not going to take my call. Ah, the whiskey brick from Alien 3. I always thought it's funny, it is whiskey, where he shoots it with a laser beam. Beefeater's good. I like Tanqueray, too. I'd say that I probably have, like, of the London Dries, I probably like more of them than I don't like, honestly. You did miss Valhalla, I'm sorry. We're wrapping up this stream slowly. But I really do have to wrap it up, actually. Just like a few gins I'm just not a fan of. I think, for example, this is controversial. I think Uncle Val's gin, not for me. It's a little oily. I don't love that one. And then the other one that most people love, what's that one that people love? Hendrix. It has such a beautiful black bottle. I love it. But it's like, that cucumber and rose thing is so specific. So like a cocktail that calls for a London Dry gin, I don't think you can just put Hendrix in there. I think you need to make new drinks for Hendrix. It's kind of tough, I think, to take Hendrix and call it a London Dry and just put it into a London Dry spot. So it's like I like Hendrix, but I don't like it as a gin. I like it as Hendrix. I should look into like drinks from Mass Effect. I know that people love it and that there are drinks in it. I've never played it, but I did play it. I played like 15 minutes of Mass Effect 2 or 3 when my friend got it, and he was like, "Yeah, check this out." And I was like, "I'm not into this." I've never had Roku gin. Magellan Iris flavored gin, light blue color. Interesting. Make an go the Dragath for your first egg white drink. Go ahead and make a real whiskey sour the way I did on my show. You will be blown away by the difference. Absolutely, I've bought stuff based on the art and the look of the bottle. Absolutely. I'm a sucker like everybody. We taste with our eyes before we taste with our mouths, as they say. I have a Roku on my TV. Are they related to the gin? I find Sip Smith to be very, very, very mild. Like I can drink it straight, but when you mix it, it kind of gets lost. I like Sip Smith. I haven't done a white lady yet. Guests like Rex and Daniel. Yes, I have thought about having guests. I want to have guests. I've never put an egg white in my drink, but seeing how you make everything and it looks so dang good, I'm tempted to try it. You should. You want to get rum, and you want 3 bottles that you need right now. You say Total Wine, so I assume you're in the United States. Here's what you need. These are my 3 bottles of rum that I personally love that are not Cuban. I like Smith & Cross. Get out of here with those monasteries. I like Smith & Cross. I think that's a vital rum. I like Rum Barben Court White. I love that. I think that is an excellent rum. And then I need one more. You need something. Oh, Plantation 5-year. That's my 3. So that way you've got your funky, one style of funky, Jamaican funky, and then you've got the other one, the Haitian funky, which is very different. And it's also a light rum, so it's great. You know, visually it's good for when you need a light rum. And then you've got something that's a lot more mellow, sweet, and less bracing, which is the Plantation 5-year. And all of those are like not super expensive. They're certainly, I mean, they're not bottom shelf, but they're definitely not top shelf rums at all. I don't think any of those are more than $30 a bottle. I have no problem with Cuban liquor. I just can't get it because I'm in the United States. I've got 1 bottle of Havana Club 7. That's my bottle. I'm gonna have to get more at some point, but. Malibu's not rum. It's a rum-based coconut liqueur. So it's very low proof and highly sweetened. I love Ray and Nephew. It's an interesting school of thought because you could use a lot less Ray and Nephew than you could of Smith and Cross to get like the same amount of proof out of it. So maybe it's more bang for your buck. I like Plantation Overproof too. You said 3 bottles. I gave you 3 bottles. Those are my 3. I don't have an infinity bottle going, and I want to get one going. I just haven't done it yet. I should. I have these beautiful lead crystal decanters, and then I found out that they're lead crystal, and I can't actually use them because, you know, clear or dark alcohol. Generally dark alcohols for me. My favorite Scotch. I don't have a super refined Scotch palate. For a blend, I really like Monkey Shoulder. I've picked up a couple of Glenfiddich's that I like. Actually, I like a Glenfiddich once in a while. I gotta tell you, I'm not. Yeah, you should have a Myers or a Dark and Storm Gosling. I mean, 3. You just said 3. Those are my 3. Now we're up to 12 rums. That's the thing about rum is like rum is an infinite problem. You just need more and more and more and more. Yeah, and so there's a lot of debate about that in gin. That gin is complicated. That like gin should be gin. We need to define gin because there's a lot of people saying that this is gin and that's not gin. What was I gonna say? The thing about like I appreciate and like and admire those peaty scotches, but they are a very special occasion thing for me, and I need them in very small doses. I will get a migraine about 50% of the time that touches my nostrils. Sometimes I can sip them and enjoy them, and sometimes it's like 1, 2, it's just like such a trigger for me. So the Isla Scotches are a little not always going to work for me. And it's the other thing too is that like I think of food and drink as being in 2 categories. Like there's intellectual food and drink, and then instinctive food and drink. And like there's a whole thing. Like when I'm doing those tasting notes, it's a very like this is going to sound like I'm trying to say it's a smart process, but I don't mean that. It's a very intellectual process. It's a very thoughtful process. I am specifically analyzing and thinking and concentrating and pulling apart flavors as opposed to just saying, this is good. And a lot of times when I'm sitting around drinking, what I really want is something that's just not going to make me think, honestly. I kind of want some, this is good. So occasionally I'll be in a mood for a thinking drinking. And then I'll go for those Islas or something like that that's really complicated, that really, the way to enjoy it is to really think about it, analyze it, and like pull it apart. But most of the time, I'm having a drink in my hand. I'm on the couch. I'm hanging out with my wife, watching a movie, or we're sitting out on the deck or something like that. I'm gonna have a daiquiri. I'm gonna have an old fashioned. You know, I kind of just my prosecco preferences is whatever's under $10. I like some cheap ass shit. I have balls. I've got a bottle of Bols Jennifer around here, or I did. I don't know if we're out of it. Yeah, it's pretty funky. So there is a couple different kinds of drinking and a couple different kinds of food too. You know, macaroni and cheese might be exactly what you want. It's not gonna, it's not really gonna make you think. So a lot of times I go for kind of comfort food with my drinks. If that makes any sense. Well, gang, I gotta go. I do really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. This has been a great stream. Huge stream, actually. A lot of people were here. This is awesome. It was a big day for me. Big day. Sorry we got off a little late. My episode was released late. I had problems with exporting last night. Looks like we're going to have to upgrade the old computer. Ugh. But I'll see you around. And I'm sorry, Extra. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been going for a couple of hours, 3 hours now. But thank you guys so much for following and subscribing and watching and being my good friends. And you guys are the best. And I'll see you soon. And I don't have anything scheduled until Monday, but that doesn't mean I won't be back. But you'll get the notification if I am. But all right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one. And enjoy the weekend.